Hey guys, it's Cece, and today I'm here to talk about my Spookathon Tbr. So Spookathon is a readathon that is going from October 16th to October 22nd, and this will be my second year participating. In case you haven't guessed, this is a readathon focused on spooky, scary books because it's October. This readathon is hosted by Lala, Shannon, and Paige. I will leave all of their channels linked below in the description, and I will also leave the official Spookathon Twitter linked so that you can follow along and hopefully join in. There is a group book. It is A Stranger in the House by Shari LaPena. I am not personally planning on reading this book, but if you wanted to participate, now you know. There are a grand total of 5 challenges for Spookathon. I have picked out 4 books that I would like to read. Let's get started. The first Spookathon challenge is to read a thriller. For this challenge, I've decided to try and read 172 Hours on the Moon by Johan Harstad. This book is set years in the future when 3 teens randomly win a contest to go to the moon. But no one has been on the moon in decades, and when they get there, there is something clearly out there that's after them. I've heard this is thrilling and super spooky, so I think it fits both this challenge and the readathon in general. Spookathon challenge number 2 is to read a book with a spooky word in the title. For this challenge, I have decided to go with The Murders of Molly Southbourne by Tade Thompson. I chose this book because I think murders is a creepy word in the title. It also has a creepy cover, and it's also a novella. This novella is about a girl named Molly, and every time she bleeds, a new Molly is born. This Molly is identical to her in every way, but it is also intent on her destruction. So Molly's parents have trained her to not only know exactly how to kill these different versions of herself, but also how to get rid of the various Mollys. This sounds super spooky. Plus it's short, and I think I can knock it out in about a day during this readathon, and I'm really excited about it. Spookathon challenge number 3 is to read a book based on a childhood fear. For this one, I'm going to go with And the Trees Crept In by Kurtagich. I was terrified of trees as a child. I'm no longer scared of trees, I promise, but I watched the movie Poltergeist way too young, and it just messed with me, and I assumed all trees were out to get me, and that I was going to die in one. This has creepy trees in it, and I think that means it fits this challenge quite well. This is about 2 sisters who go to visit their aunt, and while they're there, they start to notice creepy things, and one of those creepy things is that the woods around their aunt's house seem to be moving closer and closer. Honestly, like, that sounds like my nightmares as a child. But I love Kurtagich. She wrote The Dead House, which is great. And also, while this is not totally alternative format, there are, like, elements of alternative format in here, and I think I'll be able to read it pretty quickly and get pretty scared by it. Kurtagich writes scary books. Spookathon challenge number 4 is to read a book with orange on the cover. For this challenge, I have picked Spellbook of the Lost and Found by Moira Fowley Doyle. See, there's orange here, there's orange in her hair, it's orange. This book takes place in a creepy Irish town where things have been disappearing. 6 teens are drawn together, and a spellbook that's handwritten falls into their lap with a way to get those things back, and there is a part to play for each of the 6 teens. This book sounds creepy. It's set in Ireland. I'm very, very into it. Plus, I have heard that multiple of the main characters are queer, so yes. And the final Spookathon challenge is to read a book with a spooky setting. I think any of my books would probably qualify for this challenge, but for now, I am also counting Spellbook of the Lost and Found as my spooky setting read. When people have told me about Spellbook, they have specifically commented on the creepy setting. But I mean, like, And the Trees Crept In, there are trees creeping in, that's a pretty creepy setting. And 172 Hours features people trapped on the moon alone and abandoned as things are after them, so also a creepy setting. Any of these could count for that last challenge, but I'm just trying to give myself extra incentive to read Spellbook of the Lost and Found, because that's the one I'm most excited about. So there you go, those are the 4 books on my TBR for Spookathon. Are you going to be participating in this readathon? Let me know down in the comments below, plus let me know what you think of my particular TBR. Thank you so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye!